Every Thursday, we open the files, not on the killers, not on the victims, but on the ones who told it all. The scared, the slick, the straight up sloppy. From cold cases to courtroom confessions, if they snitched, we're spilling it. This is the Snitch Files, a weekly dive into true crime's biggest talkers, one name, one story, every Thursday. And if you know a snitch that deserves a moment, send them in. Any case, anytime. If they flipped, we're listening. Because loose lips make great content. Welcome to the Snitch Files, only on Melanin Mysteries. All right, cousins, it's that time again. Y'all already know what it is. Each week, we shine a big old fluorescent spotlight on somebody who just couldn't keep their mouth shut, somebody who folded under pressure, or somebody who just straight up fumbled the bag of loyalty. That's right, it is time for the Snitch Files. So, this week, we're not even leaving our own backyard because Baltimore done coughed up a gem. So say hello to our latest crown holder, Miss Twishae Tyler. 20 something, too cute to be acting this foolish and knee deep in a case that had the whole city buzzing. The murder of Timothy Reynolds, aka the Squeegee Kid case. So, child, let's get into it. Now, first things first. Who the hell is Twishae Tyler? Because first of all, that name is sending me. But since it's from Baltimore, she's in her early 20s, and her name hit the press not because she was out here hustling, not because she saved a puppy from a burning building. Nah, baby, her name hit headlines because she was charged with witness intimidation. Yes, intimidation. As in threatening, impersonating, and doing the absolute most to make sure folks stay quiet about a murder case.
Hold up. Wait a minute. So she wasn't a shooter, but she decided she was going to play Olivia Pope with the witnesses? Maybe that's a dangerous role to audition for. I ain't going to lie.
Exactly. Sis went from ride or die girlfriend to alleged felon with the burner text now number. Like, Twishay, baby, what was you doing?
Mm.
So, we're going to rewind it real quick so y'all can have the full picture. It's July 7th, 2022, downtown Baltimore near the Inner Harbor. Timothy Reynolds, he's a 48-year-old man. He gets into an altercation with a group of teenagers known around the city as squeegee kids. You know, the kids who clean windshields at intersections. So words are exchanged, things escalate, and a 15-year-old boy pulls out a gun. Now, tragically, Reynolds is shot and killed.
Mm. And look, this case had Baltimore divided. See, some folks saw it as a tragedy fueled by poverty and tension. Others called it straight up cold blooded murder.
Exactly. So that teen was later charged as an adult. So he's facing like some serious time. So now we're gonna enter our snitch of the week, Twishay. And not because she witnessed the murder, but because she allegedly tried to, quote, mess with witnesses who could testify in court. And how did she do it, you ask? Oh, baby, she got creative. According to the investigators, Twishay allegedly impersonated a Metro Crime Stoppers rep. Yes, ma'am. She got on the phone and tried to convince a witness's mother to meet up about reward money. But then the witness side out of the situation and sis hung up. But she didn't stop there. No, she couldn't. She later sent a text saying, I quote, and she said this with a U, not Y-O-U, but just a U, didn't get no money and wasn't left anonymous. Didn't learn the first time you got shot.
Well, goddamn. Mm.
I'm going to need you to pause and hold the hell up. Did this woman really reference the fact that the witness had already been shot before, like as a threat?
Damn. So look, that ain't snitching. That's like mafia energy. You know what I'm saying? She turned the text message into a death threat mixtape.
Right. So, like, ma'am, that is not how you finesse anonymity. Like, that's how you catch 20 years real quick. So, of course, police, they go ahead and trace the number. Turns out it was a text now account tied to her very own
Well,
iPhone.
damn. Jeez. Got to be more
Sis,
careful. Got to be more careful.
got to be more careful. Because if you're going to impersonate law enforcement and threaten witnesses, at least learn how to cover your digital tracks. So she gave investigators the passcode to her phone herself
Mm.
and then told them she was the only one who had access to it. So at this point, she basically gift wrapped in the evidence with the bow.
Mm, 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 mm. Like my pastor said, self-snitching is the worst kind of snitching. See, she did the prosecution job for them. They didn't even have to work. Damn.
Your pastor said?
Well, yes, it's a long story.
So, what happened when the gavel came down? Twishae Tyler pled guilty in November 2024 to witness tampering and retaliation. The sentence, 20 years. But here's the kicker.
Okay.
The court system pulled a little stunt. All 20 years were suspended.
Mm.
Now, cousins, for those who don't know, that means she technically has a sentence hanging over her head, but she's not actually sitting in a cell for all that time. If she stays out of trouble, she might not serve much at all. But if she slips up even once, they can slap that whole 20 back on her like an Amazon return label.
Right. Right to the joint. So look. So meanwhile, the teen who actually shot Reynolds got 15 years on manslaughter charges. So you telling me the shooter's locked up, but the girlfriend who threatened witnesses is walking free if she behaves? So, look, snitching don't look too bad to me. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Exactly. So, Baltimore State Attorney Ivan Bates made it clear they're cracking down on witness intimidation because it feeds into that old stop snitching culture, and that's been choking the city's justice system for years. So, let me just say this: love and loyalty will have you out here looking stupid.
Mm,
And I mean stupid. In the words of Renee, dumb bitch university graduates a class every single year, and I'm tired of it.
mm.
This girl tried to play fixer for her man's case and ended up with a suspended 20-year sentence. Since he didn't even put a ring on it, he gave you a jail record, not a jewelry box. And that is not love, baby. It's liability.
Can you please say it louder for the folks in the back?
And to the witness she threatened, cousin, I hope you somewhere safe eating your crab cakes in peace because nobody should have to live looking over their shoulder for speaking the truth. So, our
Amen.
snitch of the week crown goes to Twishae Tamper Queen Tyler, Baltimore's very own. May her story serve as a lesson. Don't let pillow talk turn into prison talk, and don't let your bae have you out here risking your freedom for foolishness.
Mm-mm.
So, here's a question I'm throwing back to y'all. If you were in a city where testifying meant risking your life, would you talk or would you stay quiet? Slide in the comments, drop us a DM, or send a voice note because we want to hear from you. And that's a wrap for this week's Snitch of the Week. Stay nosy, stay safe, and as always, keep it melanin mysteries. We'll catch you next week.